All right, today we are unpacking one of the world's most iconic garments, the Japanese kimono. It's something we all instantly recognize, but what's the story it's really telling?
I mean, you've definitely seen them, right? In movies, at festivals, maybe you've even been lucky enough to admire one up close. But behind that elegant T-shaped silhouette, there's a whole complex language of history, art, and social rules. So when you see a kimono, what are you actually looking at?
To really get it, we have to see the kimono as way more than just a robe. We're going to start by breaking it down to its basic form, and then trace its journey from a simple, practical piece of clothing to this incredible, wearable canvas for breathtaking art.
Okay, so at its very core, the definition is pretty straightforward. A kimono is Japan's national dress, a T-shaped wrapped front garment. The name itself, kimono, literally just means a thing to wear. How simple is that? But trust me, that simple name is hiding a really complex evolution.
Its form really started to take shape way back in the Heian period. That's when they developed the straight line cut method. Now, this was a genius idea. One size could suddenly fit a whole bunch of different people, and layering became this cool way to adapt to the seasons. But the Edo period, wow, that was its true golden age. As society prospered, so did the craftsmanship. Artisans were developing dyeing and weaving techniques that turned these garments into priceless heirlooms. Then, even when Western clothing started showing up in the Meiji period, the kimono didn't go anywhere. It just cemented its place right at the heart of Japanese identity. But here's the thing. You can't just throw on any kimono for any event. Not all kimonos are created equal. Kind of like a Western dress code, black tie, business casual, there's a concept in Japan called kaku, which basically means rank or formality. And this system dictates exactly which kimono you wear and when.
And that brings us to maybe the most common point of confusion, the kimono versus the yukata. The easiest way to think about it is this. The kimono is like your formal suit or an evening gown. It's usually made of beautiful silk, and it's worn with a special undergarment called a nagajuban. The yukata, on the other hand, is like your favorite comfy summer dress. It's made of light, breezy cotton, worn right on your skin, and it's perfect for a festival or just chillin' at a traditional inn. Now, within the world of formal kimonos, kaku gets even more specific. For example, the furisode, with its super long swinging sleeves, is the most formal type you can get. It's reserved for unmarried women at huge life events like their coming-of-age ceremony. A step down from that is the homongi, a beautiful semi-formal visiting dress that's perfect for parties. And then you've got the komon, which is your stylish but more casual option for a day out. Each one sends a clear social signal, all without a single word being spoken. Now we have to talk about the centerpiece of the entire look, the obi. It is so much more than a belt. It's a complex, absolutely crucial part of the outfit that pulls everything together. And get this, it can often cost more than the kimono itself. But here's a fascinating little detail that might just surprise you. We all assume that big, beautiful obi is what holds the kimono closed, right? Well, not so much anymore. As it turns out, most modern obis are so wide and stiff that they've become purely decorative. The actual work of keeping the kimono neatly closed is done by a series of simpler ties, called koshihimo, that are completely hidden underneath. The obi we see is all about the artistry. And just like kimonos, obi have their own levels of formality. The fukudo obi is the most formal, a magnificent piece, often woven with gold and silver threads, perfect for a wedding. The Nagoya obi is the versatile, stylish one you'll probably see most often today. And the hanhaba obi? That's the simple, half-width sash you'd pair with a casual kimono or a yukata. So how are they tied into those incredible shapes? Well, the most common style you'll see on women today is the taiko musubi, or the drum knot. It's this elegant, almost boxy shape that's created with the help of a small pillow called an obi makura, which gives it the drum shape. Then the whole thing is secured with a decorative cord. It's just so sophisticated, and it's been the standard for over 100 years. Okay, so we've unpacked the history and all the different components. But what about the kimono's role in the modern world? I mean, is it just a museum piece at this point? Absolutely not. And a huge reason the tradition is still thriving is accessibility. For about 3,000 to 10,000 yen, we're talking roughly 20 to 65 US dollars, anyone can rent a complete kimono outfit for an entire day. This rental culture has been a total game changer. It's made it incredibly easy for younger generations and visitors to participate in the tradition. Now, this accessibility brings up a really important question, one that a lot of visitors ask. Is it okay for a non-Japanese person to wear a kimono? Is it cultural appropriation? And the answer, from within Japan, is a resounding no. In fact, it's the opposite. Cultural experts and locals will all tell you visitors are actively encouraged to try on kimonos. As long as it's done respectfully, with the help of professionals who make sure it's worn correctly, it's seen as a beautiful act of appreciation. The key is respect, and the invitation is wide open. And that really brings us to our final takeaway here. The kimono isn't some static relic of the past. It is a vibrant, living tradition. Every single element is just woven with meaning. You see cranes on a wedding kimono? That's a wish for 1,000 years of happiness. Pine trees, they represent endurance through all of life's challenges. The pure white of a bride's shiromuku symbolizes her readiness to be dyed by the colors of her new family. Even the dyeing methods themselves, like the ancient art of shibori, add their own incredible layers of story and craftsmanship. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. The kimono is not frozen in time. It is a dynamic and deeply cherished part of modern Japanese culture. You see it at life's most important moments, from graduations to weddings, and it connects the present to a deep and beautiful past. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? The kimono is such a powerful reminder that clothing can be so much more than just fabric. It can be a story, a symbol, and a tradition. It really makes you wonder, what stories are woven into the clothes that we wear?